Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. We are still looking at sales record keeping and analysis using Microsoft Excel. In the first video, we were able to create this amazing spreadsheet. In the second video, we were able to work on the calculations. Now we want to analyze this record using pivot charts and pivot tables. All right. So let's get to work on this. If you haven't heard of pivot chart or pivot table, in my full package training on Microsoft Excel, I explain what pivot chart is and I explain what pivot table equally is. And I did a lot of sample work using pivot chart and pivot table, how it is applicable in data analysis and data visualization. So here we want to use the same techniques to analyze this record. So if you haven't heard of pivot chart or pivot table, I will advise you join my full package training. But right here, I will show you how it works. So first thing, I will come and highlight the cells from here. Note that I'm picking the items from product ID and I'm stopping at this Enugu, last Enugu here. I am not highlighting the cells that I have meshed and I have not highlighted the total cells as in down here, all these total cells down here. I'm not highlighting them. I'm only picking from product ID here down to this Enugu right here. Okay, that's where I'm picking. So the next thing I will do, I will go to insert and I'll click on pivot table. Then I'll pick pivot charts. Then it will ask me if I'm going to use this selection. Yes, of course, I'm using the selection that I've made. Secondly, I want it to appear on a new worksheet so that it will not affect, I don't want it to affect what we have already done here on this sheet 1. So I click on OK and a new worksheet we have right here. You might not really understand what is happening, but you will soon understand. Here we have the pivot table and here we have chart 1 appearing with nothing inside because we haven't ticked anything right here. So the first thing I will do is to come and pick the product ID and then I can pick the product name, product ID and product name. All right. So if you check, we have product ID here. You can see the product, we have the total sum of product ID is what is calculating here, but that is not what I want. I can get rid of the product ID because I don't need it. Then I pick the product name as well as the total quantity. So what I've done now, the first analysis I've done now is showing the product itself. Let me highlight this for you to see. This analysis simply shows us, I can change this chart type to a different chart type that will be amazing for you to see better. Okay. This analysis is showing us the list of all the products, the 5 products that we have for sale, the 5 items we are selling, together with the total sum of quantity sold based on the report we have on sheet 1. So it's actually showing, remember there was no such calculation here. We did not really find out how many HP 15 were sold, how many HP 250 were sold, and so on. If you want to do that, you have to come and pick the numbers here on quantity sold and then add them together. But we did not do that. But with a simple click on what we are doing here right now, using pivot chart and pivot table, we are able to consider and know the total quantity of each of the items that was sold. And the grand total still give us 403, which confirm that it is correct because 403 items were sold. But let's say you are presenting this in a meeting that 403 items were sold and you are asked a question, how many of these items were HP 15? We want to know how many HP 15 were sold. So pivot chart and pivot table enables you understand that HP 15 that were sold were 41. Why there HP desktop that we sold were 104. So if you are asked which product have the highest number of sales, we will say it was HP 2035 printer that has the highest number of sales, because you can see the item is the one selling most. To bring in the chart label, which will help us, you can click on any of this cell. You go to add data labels. So data labels over here can help you understand the values. Then let's say we are asked, after this we are asked to, okay, instead of showing the quantity sold, we want to know the amounts. So which item have the highest amount of sales? It is still, let's say it's still HP 2035 printer that have the highest number of sales, the highest amount of sales. The total amount is 54,336,100, which correspond with what we have right here. And then on the chart, it is indicated as the item that have the highest amount of sale. Remember, the items also have the highest quantity sold previously. So you can see the values are appearing here. Now let's consider something else. Let's say we are asked to know let's forget about the product name, but represent the product name with the product ID, which is not accurate. We can look at the sales representatives as well as the quantity sold to know which sales representative have the highest number of quantity of items sold. If you check out only one, Meridan Pass hand steam with only one item sold. So the difference might not really show here on the chart. In this case, all you need to do is either you expand the chart a little more by dragging it down somewhere here to really see the difference, which you can see now that Meridan is above team a very little. Or you just right click and you add the data labels, which would indicate very well that this lady and this guy are the ones that have the highest number of sales. Now let's say, having done this, we want to also attach the amounts. We want to attach the amounts. Okay, that wouldn't really work. We leave it at the highest number of sales. Now let's forget about the quantity sold and consider the amounts of money made. You now see that Meridan have the highest amount of money made. So based on this, let's consider commission. Who will have the highest amount of commission? So I can remove this amount and pick up commission. The person with the highest amount of commission is still Meridan. So here you can consider which employee is doing better than other employee in terms of the sales reps now. Who is selling the more than others? In case they want to give a bonanza or maybe a bonus to the sales rep with the highest sale, this can be considered without stress, without doing any pen and paper calculations. Now the next thing I want to look at is which city is the product being sold the most. So I will come over here and I pick the product name. I remove the sales representative. Then I remove commission, but I choose city. Okay, city will not really come in. I can get rid of the product name. I just pick city and the quantity sold. Yes. Here you can understand that the city that sold the highest amount is still Lagos, because you can see Lagos items sold in Lagos with 119, followed by Abuja, which is 118. You can bring in the chart label, the data label, to understand it better, that Lagos sells the most. So you can now say that our items, our product is really more in sales in Lagos than we do. So that if you're making decisions per which city will receive the highest number of items. You know that Lagos have to receive the highest number of items before Abuja, Enugu, and Uyo. So this sales report can actually help so much to make you understand how this data is and to make proper decision based on the data that you have served on your worksheet. So I believe you understand these things and believe you get it very well, because it is very, very important that you understand this. So that is the class. We are done. We were able to, first of all, we were able to prepare this worksheet that we have on sheet 1. And after preparing the worksheet, we did the calculations properly. Then we were able to move on to analyzing the record right here using pivot chart and pivot table. Remember that the chart type can be changed. If I click on the chart, okay, let's just imagine I click on the chart and I come down to, let's say, design. Under design, I can change the chart type by coming here and say, okay, I don't need this in a pie chart, but I need this in, let's say, a pie, not a bar chart. No, that's not column chart, but a pie chart. You can see some simple pie chart are here to display the items. And even when I change this, if I change this, maybe I want to look at not the city, I want to look at the quantity sold per sales rep, it still represents accurately, as you can see here. So what if I want to change to another type of chart? I can come to click on the chart body, click on design, and I come to chart type. Then I can pick something else like let's look at the bar chart. And you can see on bar chart we have a report here. Amazing part of it is that each of these reports can be copied down to MS Word to make your official report. Each of these charts can be copied to produce an official report. The colors can be changed as much as you want it. So all this stuff makes your whole report amazing. All right. I can even change to another chart type. There's this chart type I like, dog not. If I pick something like this, you see the data are well represented, as you can see. Yeah. So this is what we have done today. We're able to analyze this record as supposed. So please, what I would tell you is, if you haven't been part of my full package training, I will advise you join the full package training, as it will help you so much. Some information will come on the group telling you about the full package training. Don't feel that everything has been done and now you have to leave the group and forget about everything. No, don't do that. Join this full package training and you are going to learn a lot. Let me show you that there's no scam here. I have videos for my full package training right here. The full package training, like I mentioned, is on Excel, FreshBooks, QuickBooks, Search 50 accounting, as well as Search Business Cloud accounting. And you can see all what I got here. This is what we got. In Excel, I have all these videos that are loading, and more of them are here. So all these videos, I have already created a Telegram group where all these videos are. So on the Telegram group, when you are added to the group, you will see over 110 videos. And what you will do is to download those videos, go through the videos, study them at your own convenience time. You don't need to be online like we are right now. So at your own convenience time, you study the videos. By the time you study the videos, you will now end up trying out some case studies that I will drop on the group, and then you get certified. It's very simple. If you can do the case study properly and I check out what you have done, correct all what you don't know, because you'll be asking me questions every day. As you practice, you have any difficulty, you are free to call me. My line is on 24/7. So at the end of the day, you will be certified. And when you are certified, you got a diploma in computerized accounting package. There's some case studies like this one I just opened that are shared on the group for you to go through and understand how to use these softwares. So please, I will tell you, don't delay. Join the class and learn 5 professional accounting packages, paying only 10,000 naira, which is the equivalent of 200 Ghanaian cedis for those in Ghana. If you join this class, you have nothing to regret, and tomorrow you'll be so happy. You will call me and tell me, thank you for giving me such an opportunity. You can see what we have learned today alone, how amazing these skills are on the society. Imagine you learning these 5 and getting certified. The certificate alone add more value to whatever qualification you have. So please register and join the group. If you don't join the group, you might be removed from this particular group for another training to take place as soon as possible. So please, if you have interest, chat me up, join the group. Let's get to class. God bless you. For those of you who have already paid and you have already joined the full package training, please ignore the message. God bless you.